I'm here fixing the camera, trying to get some lighting going on. One of my lights fell down. Of course, it fell behind the big cabinet. So, right now that's unreachable. Ugh. It was too cold to start opening all those doors before. How's everybody doing? Cleaning up. Hey, tea lover. How you doing? I'm fixing my... Gonna be moving the bed again. Isn't that cute? I love this stupid thing. Dollar General, $1. They'll look cute with the sink. Looks nice. I'm getting more and more of these things. This is a chair rail. It has a thing. Storage thing, you know what I mean, the over the seat things. Even has it on this side. Eventually we're gonna have lights all through the back here. What I'm gonna do is maybe tomorrow, depends on how I feel, but before Wednesday, gonna move this closet over here and put it right next to the sink. It'll only come up to right here. So it'll give me all this room where I'm sitting right now on the floor for him. So we can get him off the bed, except for when he's sleeping and when he's playing and peeing down on the floor. Just trying to give some more floor space for this little guy. Ooh, there we go. So, I don't have the normal lights, and it's really cold. How cold is it by you, dear? It was cold last night. Whoa. I had no idea it was going to get that cold. I don't want to hear there's no 43-degree crap tonight. You know it's going to be like 38. I could almost see my breath in the car. I'm starting to put my clothes back on. It changed. I had nothing. I had to go to the storage unit. I waited till it got warm, about 1 o'clock. Then I ran over there. I got this. I got my thermal sweat, my thermal shirt. The holiday edition one, the one everybody's got from Old Navy. I lost mine, and then I went to sell Goodwill. It was on the rack for $1.99. I was like, oh, cool, I lost this. Thank you. God sent it back because that's where I found it in the first place. I stopped shopping at Old Navy because all those clothes end up being like donated to Goodwill. I found pants, and half of the Goodwill is Old Navy now. The one by me, which is nice. Oh, we've had an exciting weekend. People getting shot, all kinds of shit, and in the upper middle class too. The Greeks are shooting each other. Greek guy shot his grandfather. His uncle called the cops on him. Then he came running out, had all kinds of like hand grenades and shit in the back of the car. A whole bunch of shit went down. 2 cops got shot. The guy got away. They finally got him, and he's dead. Whether he killed himself or the cops who came to help the other cops who got shot, I don't know. Then somebody else, the husband shot himself, his wife, and the 2 kids. Killed them all. Nobody even knows why. He never left a note, video, nothing. I was like, maybe you should go through their bills. Why don't you check the lien on the house? Because I bet you they were about to become homeless. Either that or she was cheating. That's the best I can come up with. I don't know why this is not coming. Let's see, what else besides the cold? I don't know, we had crazy winds, almost like little tornado things going by. The van was shaking yesterday, real bad. I was putting up the post, I think. Oh, I did the video, and I know my video had... Can you all hear me? Somebody just put a thumbs up if you can hear me, because something's wrong with the phone. Remember, I dropped it. Well, I went to AT&T. It's part of the phone. It can't be replaced. Doesn't come off. It's not like a replaceable part. Hello, Shannon. How are you? So the spiderweb crack, the whole back of my phone, even though it's all black and it kind of feels like metal, it's not, it's glass. So I thought this was the good thing. Thank you. Okay, good. Because I don't know why the video doesn't have sound. I watched it as it was uploaded and it had volume. I watched it when I was done with it. I don't know what's going on. But like I said, I ran into my friend in the park. And she can't call anybody. She has to drive all the way to Jacksonville just to talk to her cousin because she can't call her on the phone, and she's farther north than I am. But it's been like this, she said, for over a month now. And another woman in south of me, what is that down there? Malabar, which isn't too far away. Hey, Rare Breeds. It's okay, but I just got here, so don't worry about it. Lucky we're on. I don't know how long we're going to be on, but we got on. This is ridiculous. I was just telling everybody, my friend has to drive from Titusville to Jacksonville. So she's got to drive from Cape Canaveral all the way up to Jacksonville just to talk to her cousin. The kids are doing okay. Right now, the uncle came down to find out what the hell's going on. I think he may have a change of heart, but she was glad he came down to see them, check on his mother, make sure she's okay, because it's upsetting to grandma. And fingers crossed, he takes all three. He lives in Connecticut. They're a little far away. She's upset about that, but to be together, you know, splitting them up is too much. I feel a little bit better, the cold kind of crappy thing wise. But it's just this. When it flares up, it flares up. I think it's I think the shingles is freaking out. Hey, Jake. Jeff. Jeff, what's up? I had an old boyfriend named Jeff. Where'd you go to high school? I do. I feel so sad for them. You know, that's horrible. Ugh. I try not to think about it, you know, and they're trying not to. Their mother kind of did the split, hanging out with some friends, you know, sowing the last wild oats before, you know, she's stuck. She went through her last chemo treatments, and she said, I'm leaving for a while. And she just left. And they found out she was in another closer state with a you know, a friend. And she's staying with them, and just, you know, going nuts for a while. Closer to the end, people start freaking out, doing crazy crap. I swear to God. It's the funniest shit. My mother went on a shopping spree I had never seen before in my frickin' life. L-I. Oh, like the L-lysine? Oh. I'm having issues like with my mouth again. I can't taste anything, and then when I can, it tastes. Yes, yeah. I was taking that for a long time. I'll pick some. I think I still have some of that. I'll get some on Friday. I was looking because I can't keep taking those antibiotics. I need them to keep working. But I think it's my mouth. my jaw here at the bottom feels sore, like about to be a pain in the ass. Soon everything's bubbling up at once because the my pancreas is backing up really bad. I can't barely keep my sugar at 70. I have an appointment with him next week. We Oh, now you gotta pull this crap. Go away. That's what you get for when you live in outside the Air Force Base. It's been crazy. Hello there, Diego. Um, how he's trying to explain to me what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks, waiting for their health insurance to kick back in. He's been sending stuff out, asking people for help, trying to figure out what to do. At this point, there's nothing we can do. My pancreas is not turning on. And there's very few things that can do that because something called a B cell receptor, which is what creates the insulin. It takes an enzyme that's pumped out by the liver and the acid into the pancreas, and the pancreas pumps out the acid from the liver with some sugar in it into the stomach. Well, nothing's coming into the pancreas, which means my liver's being an ass. The liver, that's it, it's done. What's happening is happening, and there's nothing we can do to stop that. What they could do, but we can't operate, is they remove all the bad cells. It's like a precancerous condition, and normally those cells don't get damaged inside, and it won't turn on like at all. I ate dinner, like a huge freaking dinner of stew and rice and 2 pieces of bread. My sugar was at 88. I felt really sick. I felt like throwing up and I was sweating. I felt like passing out, so it must have been around 50. And I quick heated up the stew. It was like 2:30, and I had oatmeal at like 11, so I should have been okay. But when I checked my sugar right before I ate, it was 88. And I said, all right, good. Okay, now I know under 100, anything close to that, now I'm getting sick. I said, shit. I checked it 45 minutes later, almost an hour. It went down 1 point. It didn't even raise the sugar level, but it kind of held steady for an hour, which was good. But this is what they're explaining, is that eventually that it won't be that way. The pancreas is just gonna never turn on again if the liver can't turn it on. And we're trying to figure out what the hell we can do to fake out the pancreas thinking it's the liver, but you can't shoot acid. There's no way to, you know what I mean? I need the bile from the liver and the sugar that's in the liver to do that, and now the liver's not doing that no more. This is kind of where what happened with my dad happened, and then my kidney function dropped 10 points, and everything's just slowly not working so well. I've been in and out of renal failure for the last 4.5 to badly the last 4.5 years. But it started in New Jersey, and I'd been going through passing out from my kidneys since like 2000, and before my mother died, around 2012, I had just started going to the hospital. I was having a lot of bad problems. I was urinating blood on and off. And then it would just stop for like a month, 2-3 years. Nothing would, everything's fine. But at the point I am right now, and one of the other problems is that the only reason why this happens is because I'm growing tumors either inside or outside the pancreas. Because only tumors on the pancreas cause the degenerative bone loss that I have right now. That's why you have degenerative bone disease as extremely and severe as I have. That's why everything went downhill so fast since my last bone scan. It was unbelievable how much worse it was, and it was only 2.5 years ago. So with this going on, it's like 2 and 2 is equaling, 8 right now, and the deck is stacking against me a little bit as to why what's happening is happening, because it's right out of the textbook. A lot of weird things that I thought was something else aren't. It's pain from the pancreas. Um, so all I can do is keep the sugar up. We're trying to investigate longer some stuff that has sugar in it that will last longer. There's some sugars like soda that are in and out and gone. They only last like an hour. I need sugar that's going to last, like a time released something like the rice and the pasta. But you can't keep eating that all day long. It's like, oh, can you imagine eating pasta all day long, 3, 4 times a day, and they're going to have to be little meals? Gonna get I'm already sick of the chocolate cake and donuts. But yeah, I'm gonna try back on the LIC, and that's why I'm running the fevers, the 102, the 101s. That's the pancreas. All of the throwing up, the vomiting, everything. So I don't know. We're taking it day by day. He gives me the bad news over the phone so I can think about it, let it sink in, and then we can talk in person more calmly about it, like it's out of the way. So I'm glad he does it this way. Plus, he doesn't want me leaving and driving away. That's stupid. I even had all the cancer centers. Uh, I go in person to do all the things, and now they just call you at home. They make an appointment, and they talk to you at home, and you have to promise not to drive and go anywhere and stay home, that night and not go anywhere till the next morning. And um, but yeah. So any of the drugs they have are probably not good for the kidneys. That was the other thing. Everything we could try to do that they have probably may not even work. If the liver is not functioning, means it won't metabolize any medication, which means none of the antibiotics are going to be working. That's probably what's wrong with my mouth. The stuff I've been taking wasn't working. That's when I took the painkiller, and it made me so sick. It's because my liver, it just hit me all at once. Instead of time releasing that medication, it went boom, and it went in and out. I got like 10,000 milligrams of hydrocodone in one dose, when it should have been, it should have took, what you say, 11 hours for this one. It was a concentrated dose to last me, so I could sleep through it and wake up and still have 2, 3 hours of the pill left over. I was like, okay. She goes, it'll linger and hold. I was like, yeah, it'll linger for like 3 days. I didn't leave the library for like a week. I was like, damn. Said 30 of those pills will last me a year. And they're itty bitty. You can't even look. It's like a half a Tic Tac. These things are ridiculous. I was like, God forbid I drop them. I'm never going to find them. Oh, Christ. So, yeah. I don't know. So I was going to go to maybe to the health food store. The only other thing is that glucagon pen. And that dopey thing is like, I don't know, anywhere between $600 and $900, because the EpiPens are running $895 now, and my insurance does not cover the EpiPen at all. Not even a little bit of it. Nothing. The glucagon would be trying something that we wouldn't sure is going to work or how it's going to affect me, and I could overload my liver with a shitload of sugar, and it's just going to sit there. That's the other problem. When you trying to fix this, nothing's going through the liver right. If the liver is not working right, that means anything I put in is just going to sit there and make it toxic. That's how I ended up like that before. I had a toxic liver right before Richard died, which caused my kidneys to start to shut down. And we got through that. But, yeah, so back to the drawing board again. I'll figure it out. I have to figure out what's working best for me, but the long-acting sugar foods is what I really got to start looking up on the medical school websites they gave me. Hey, Denise. Yeah, it's okay. We just got on a little while ago. How cold is it by you? And has it stopped snowing yet? We're getting the Arctic vortex. So what is it? The polar vortex. I've been watching everybody freezing to death in Canada. Damn. Oof. What was it? -50? Their gas was freezing. That's insane. I thought at least the diesel would have lasted a while. It was turning into jello. They said they had to put kerosene. I think kerosene in the diesel to keep it from getting jellied. I was like, woof. Lovely. A balmy 36. Nice. We're about to hit that in a couple hours. I got everything out. Wait, where the hell's my blanket? Oh, it's over here. My electric blanket. Ugh. Yeah, wintertime is not pretty in the van, man. I'll tell you that night. My electric whoopee, which I think I'm turning on now. But yeah, it's nippy, and it's gonna be really windy. It was very windy today. And they always tell you, and they wait till like 9, 10 o'clock at night before they tell you the truth about the weather down here. They're annoying. It's like, oh yeah, and I have to tape record it somehow. I'm gonna have to listen to the show when they do the nighttime weather report and they tell you about the next day when it's gonna be crappy. He talks really quick. He's like, oh, tonight it's gonna be a low of 58 and the sunrise at 7:15 tomorrow, and in the afternoon it might rain a little bit, so but it's gonna be breezy and warm. Okay, good night, goodbye, have a good day. And they cut him off. I was like, you liar. Plugging myself in. Oh yeah. You ready? I'll show you dookies in a minute. Yeah, stop calling them dookies. I could calling him shithead. Oh god, that shit's gonna be funny. Could you videotape that? I've never seen it. I wanted to steal one of those iguanas, but they say they're mean. The name sounds familiar. Wait, did I turn it on? Oh no. There's too many wires and pluggy. Let me tell you, you need an electrician's degree to live in your freaking car. Here. Whee! Kick-ass electric blanket, and it is. Because it was cold. We were down to like 35. 30, yeah, 30s, because we had, you're going to die outside if you don't have heat tonight. Come into the shelter warnings. They were driving around like maniacs. What does that guy do? What does John do? No. Stay in. And the stupid 12-volt plugs, they never fit right. They always slowly push themselves out. Ah. I think I have his videos. I had his videos. I have some. I don't know how to make the playlist things. Sometimes I share them on the community thing. I started watching a lot of them again to see what was happening still. Um, ugh. It's been on my mind to keep checking, and I don't keep checking. I check maybe every 3 months just to see. Yeah. Well, Tunnel to Towers has a program for homeless 9/11 responders or any first responders, cops, firemen, and veterans. So they do a thing. Construction worker, yeah. All right, that has to be the same guy. I didn't know he lost his foot, but I remember him being there working. Yeah, that was not a good job. That was the 9 months that I worked after the initial getting everybody off the boats thing was over. Once the last person was off the boat and the boats were done, then we did the cleanup. My friend's husband is a plumber electrician. He would walk every day through the tunnel. Once the cleanup was done and we could actually start working. Well, he actually was in there pretty early. No. He was in there early trying to restore electrical lines and, because the electricians and the plumbers work together, trying to piece back so we could have power over there for lights, besides carrying those giant ones around. That was some construction zone. Jesus. It was a mess. So that's what I did, like, for the 9 months after that was decontamination, wash stations as they're coming in and out, going in, coming out, washing them off. They walk through the tunnels and stuff. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll check it out again. And there's so many down here. There's over 5,000. There's like 2,800 of us, and over 3,000 firemen and first responder people came from Florida. So there's roughly 3,000 people who lived up there are now coming down here, and another, say, 3,500 of Florida responders who just came from Florida. That's not the ones that came from South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee. Every freaking state came. There was just a caravan of fire trucks coming. I saw some of it as it was happening. My mom was videotaping on the VCR certain things for me to watch at night so I could see her coming down and putting it in. So when we were up all night, um, had something to watch. I could catch up on the news. It was just picking up half a city and moving it like one piece at a time. It was, there are no words because no one, I still looking at it, and I couldn't even go over. I couldn't. We attempted to go over twice. Twice. First time we made it as far as the Holland Tunnel, and Richard turned around. He couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. After the hole was dug and it was all cleaned out, the pit, they were just starting construction of those big square freaking pits that look like water going down a sink and a drain. And we hate that shit. Everyone hates it. The original layout was the best. Ugh. I got to be in on some of the meetings and saw all of the drawings that came in for the memorial, for the tower, it was cool. I was, it was nice to look, to be on that, to see that. That was pretty cool. But we We drove all the way over. We pulled up. I was allowed to park right outside the chain link fence where it had the little square. So we talked to the cops. They told me to park over here and they were going to let me in and walk around. I went to get out of the car and Richard grabbed me. I look at him, he's just tears. Right? He can't even speak. He was hysterical crying. And he went like this to the guy. The guy went like this, like gave me a salute. I saluted him back and we left. He said, I'm not letting, you can't look at that. No. And he said, I don't want to look at that. I'm not letting you look at that hole until it's finished. And we drove, and he used to go a whole other way to work. He used to work in Brooklyn, drive all the way around that, just so he wouldn't stop and look at it. He couldn't. We had friends that worked in there. I had friends' sister who worked on the top floor. I knew like 200 people in all those offices. Used to talk to them every single day. It was just a god-awful mess. But going through all of that piece by piece, the worst part was that as they were pulling stuff out, they were looking for people, anything we could find. That's what took 9 months. It wasn't the cleanup, it was the painstaking of sifting with strainers. Those guys were unreal. They were picking up little pieces of freaking rocks and just putting it over here and putting this over there, and they sat there for 9 straight months till I got to the bottom. I can't believe they did it that fast. And they didn't cut corners. They wouldn't let them. They were kicking out the machines. They would put barricades and stand like arm to arm so they couldn't come in and bulldoze. They were going down piece by piece, hand by. They were using their hands digging in that pile so they didn't hurt any remains. Those poor guys, they get taken care of. They get taken care of, the cleanup crew. Any of the people who had first contact that first day in that pile, and the guys for the 9 months after that. And that's why they pay for everything. We were just contaminated day after day after day after day for 9 consecutive months, every single day, over and over and over again, just from each other carrying the dust. I was clean, but them coming through the tunnel, they were filthy dirty, covered in asbestos. And here we are helping them wash off, get undressed, feed them, wash them, clean them up. They got cut, they got hurt. It wasn't an easy job. And then after that, I was just triaging them and cleaning them up every day. And trying, they can't work in those crazy hazmat suits, digging in the pile. They'd pass out. They wouldn't last an hour. There were some of them, we couldn't pull them away. They wouldn't leave. We were there until Saturday was the first time I ever remember sleeping. And that was Saturday night. When the sun went down, I left and I stayed at the building probably for a couple of days. So I don't remember anything after Saturday. Probably slept for 3 straight days and don't remember. But, yeah, that's some crazy crap. And all those people just walked up and volunteered. It was nice. It was nice. It really was. Afterward, I don't know. I worry bad things will happen again. Coming down here was the first time I had slept through the night without waking up screaming. I didn't scream that day. I didn't scream for 9 months or cry in public for 9 consecutive months. I couldn't. That's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, sit there with a straight face. People walking around with their missing arms and wrapped up in cellophane and plastic wrap. All the people got hurt from everything falling. That glass that came down was just It was awful what it was doing to the people on the street. People in their cars, it was going right through the roofs of cars. It's crazy shit, you know? But, yeah, that was a mess. But, I'll send some prayers out for those three who got freaking blown up tonight while they were sleeping in their beds. 3 kids from Georgia, and they were all friends, too. Like, joined together. That's sad. That's sad. They're all from, like, the same little town. Ah. Hey, wonton. Okay. Trying to keep warm. I had the Mr. Buddy Heaty, I'm telling you. I was using the Mr. Buddy heater. I'm trying that again. To heat this up. I was holding it in front. It took about like 3 minutes of just holding it on the grill. It's one of those stupid camping, mug cup things you can make soup in and stuff. This thing is cool. I like it. Yeah, you know what was crazy? Is that how they didn't think of this crap? Someone's about to get their ass kicked tonight, boy. I'll tell you, big time, by that freaking base. Somebody was asleep at the wheel. Their drone came back. They sent the drone out. They were spying. Then on the way back, then they bring in their drone back. One of their drones started following our drone. Followed it back all the way to the base. So now 2 drones are coming in. They got confused, like the radar, and they could see it when they were standing outside, but they couldn't see it inside on the screen. So their little laser pointer guy thing didn't pick it up. It was probably flying like right behind it. Looked like one drone, and it got past. But it went right to the army barracks. It went to the beds where they sleep. I think it was like 10:30 at night or something. They must have been all in there because 35 of them are now in the hospital. I think 2 of them just got moved into the about to die list. 2 of them are getting worse, so there may be 5 dead. And there's a bunch in the ICU. A whole bunch of them, because of the size of the bomb, all have concussions. So it'll be like another 3 weeks before they see how many of them have brain damage from the blast. Because inside the base with all those buildings, it held the blast in and made it like 3 times as powerful. Because that's something else. I live down South Jersey, down the Jersey Shore. We lived maybe 3 miles from Hess Oil Refinery and Shell. Those are those big giant things the size of buildings holding diesel and gas. Well, way back in the 70s, that whole place went ba-boom. Ba-boom. We had to go running for our freaking lives so we didn't die from the fumes. But yeah, that's a blast and a half. That'll rock you out of the bed. We had an explosion around the corner of 8 acetylene torch propanes tanks, like the 6-foot ones. There were 10 of them. A propane tank and a leaky barbecue blew up, setting off the 7 acetylene torch tanks, 6 foot tall. It shook me in the apartment building on, like the 5th floor, lifted me up in the air. I sleep against the wall, lifted me up in the air 3 feet over the bed and landed on the floor. and shook everything off the walls in our houses and cracked the foundation of our apartment building. Inside apartments, it was insane. The blast from those planes, holy crap. That shit was hot. I was way far away. I mean, not that far, but still, that was something else. It's like it is in the movies. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Just the vibration alone can damage your organs. It's like having whiplash standing there, just the force of that hitting you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we forgot about you. You've been so quiet. I didn't get attacked. Oh, it's the Dookie. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh, I forget his name. I'll think of it later. I don't know if I know it. I don't think I've asked him. He doesn't wear a name tag. Anyway, yeah, we know. We know. So Duke knows the very nice gentleman who works at a store I go to frequently, and they love him. They love him. He's allowed in. A quick thing, Publix no longer allows any animals except for blind and handicapped people to bring their service animals in. And you gotta have your ID, your thing. He's gotta be wearing the handicap, only authorized through the Handicap Association place that does it, the government place. You can't sign up online anymore for companion animals. Nobody's allowed in to Publix, no animals at all. So you come into Florida, leave your cats at home and the dogs. Yeah, now because he's been sleeping and he's on camera, he'll wake up. Walmart's doing it. A lot of the stores are doing it. So yeah, I know we got no lights, bro. When I moved everything, I misplaced the little lights. No, don't leave. Where you going? Everybody wants to say hello. Yeah, I know. Just say hello. I just did the sleepy babies. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Pee. Pee pee. Pee pee. We're getting better at the paper judge. We're getting better. We're getting better because he realizes we got nowhere to sleep if you pee on that freaking bed, bro. Oh, here we go. No, we don't want to wake him up. No, he's not. He's not going back to sleep because it's cold. We got no lights. We got lights. We have traveling lights. Oop. Get off. Okay. So, the very nice guy who's not into little dogs either. This guy either. He's like, I'll take him. I'll take the little guy. I was talking with the lady at the register. There we go. At least sit out where we can see your ass. Can you see him? I got words in front of me. There he goes. There he goes. Just passing. Why are you passing out? Yeah, you're gonna pass out and then you're gonna wake up at like 3 in the morning driving me crazy. Get up. You can't sleep now because you won't sleep later. No. So, they've seen him in the store. They work there. And they play with him whenever we come in. And then I'll leave him outside and they'll run outside and watch him in the car and play with him through the window. They love him. So, he heard me talking with the lady and said if anything happens to me and I get sick or I got to do anything like that, they would take him. They'll take him. Just come over, tell them what happened, and bring him. I was like, okay, thank you. You know, in case I can't get hold of my friend, I can just come to the store. You know, even the other lady would take him overnight until the guy comes into work in the morning, or just give him a call and I can go meet him somewhere and drop him off. So, right? Right? He'd be a good daddy for you, just in case. Just in case. And he loves him. He loves him. When he comes, he's like, Duke, what's up? He goes, ah. He goes crazy when he sees him. So he likes him a lot. Right? You're like that nice guy. He's a young kid. He's good. Yeah. Yeah, Dookies. There we go. I see him now. Trying to fix this. Have to ring. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I know. Uh, yeah, don't say anything because some of those dogs they don't even come in the house. They don't get a bath. They live outside. They're like chicken coop. They just watch like the chickens and the sheep or whatever, the pigs and shit they got, all right? They're protect their livestock, protecting animals, dogs. And on a farm there are there's actually a class of dog, a worker dog. Not like the hunting dogs you see, they're all pretty and clean. No, these dogs they live outside all year round. Snow, rain, shit, it doesn't matter. They have those little crappy cardboard, all right, like chained up shit. Mm-mm. I don't like that law. I wish they could get rid of that, but you can't. Because the price of steak is too much. Because it's $5,000 for a freaking cow. But yeah, they're still worker farm animals, so they come in nasty. They never get a bath, those poor things. At least keep them clean, you know? Yeah, look like that too if you're dying of cancer, asshole. Bye-bye. Wait. Wait, I can't see with that in my eye. So, yeah. So, everybody will take Duke. Even if I couldn't get him, the lady at there's another manager of another store I go to. She said if something happens, she knows I'm sick. She goes, something happens, you come right here. I don't care if I'm on duty. I'll keep him in the office. She's the manager. You come right here, and I'll take him. Okay? I said, okay. She really wanted a girl dog, but they were all gone. Hello, Joyce. Ooh, from Panama. Ooh. I always wanted to see the giant canal, watch the boats go through, or take a cruise ship through the Panama Canal. You guys had a traffic jam down there, huh? We were waiting for I think it was 4 months for stuff on those boats that couldn't come through because there wasn't enough water. That's gotta be awful down there. The only good thing is that the cargo ships get stuck by you. You don't have to worry like the rest of us up here. You got everything trapped down there. Oh yeah, I just flick them off. Doesn't matter. Most of them aren't even real anyway. Oh. If they are, they're a bunch of little kids that are drunk and got nothing better to do. It's like a drinking game. We're high school kids now. They just go on and try and piss off as many live streams as people want. It's a goof. Alright, there we go. Where are you now? Where'd he go? There he goes. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, don't go to bed. Because you're going to be up. I don't want to be up. I went over here. Ooh, that's a bad light. Right up here. I can't see him. How about that? Where the hell is he? Where's your face? There it is. Ah, now look, I gotta look. You couldn't just put your head right over here. Look, I put it on. That's why he's on it. He's cold. He's sitting on the electric blanket. We give you one. These lights are annoying. How about behind? Back here? That's not so bad. Let's try this. Oops. So, I was watching another video. Oh, I forget this kid's name. Oh, B? The letter B? Grace? He's a little young. He built a van. He's zipping around. Going to work on like crazy pipelines and shit in Alaska. Like my father, we were moving there when I was young. We were going to be up in Anchorage for like 5 years. My father was going to work on the pipeline. Until a good friend of my mom went up ahead of time and said, "Don't do it." She still lives there. She never left. Never left. After buying 3 airplanes and stuff, they made a lot of money. Ooh. We're talking like $200,000 a year money for like a guaranteed like 5 years. It was insane money. I put it on him. He friggin' wiggles out of it. He might want to wear it now. It's in the drawer over here. I'm going to try put it, when I turn off the electric blanket, I'm going to put it on him. Then he'll want it. Mouse loved his sweater. Once I got it on him and it got cold, he was like, he would look around for it. And I was like, "What, you Santa?" He loved that thing because he would pull it. I got an extra large, a really big one, so he could slide in and out of it like a sleeping bag, and he would like tuck his feet in and just like lay in it like a tube. So once it gets a little colder tonight, we're gonna whip that out. Yeah, I know we can't see the little jerk. How about this one? This one. There we go. He blends in with my sweater. It's too much. There we go. He's just sleeping. It's past his bedtime. We gotta start an earlier live stream. Yeah, I know. It's 10 o'clock. You can't take it. His head just goes, and then he crashes. Just out like he's passing out cold. The puppy passing out. It's like they wind down like the Energizer bunnies. And he just like falls over. And he's asleep. I think he's asleep before he even hits the pillow over there. It's the war of the world. Ah, look out. Ooh. He said, "Don't worry, because I'm going to get you later while you're sleeping." Yeah, I know. Baby Yoda ears. Oh, God. But he doesn't mind the harness, and it fits him perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I could not find one of those anywhere. Probably because it was puppy breeding season. They're all gone. Oh, you like that red thing. We know. It matches your red bandana that you like. He doesn't mind the red bandana. Where are you going now? Don't you see what I mean? It just rolls over. But he's got to stop jumping off. This crazy dog. They're friggin' fearless. When I was talking to one of the other ladies, she goes, "Oh yeah, I got one like that. He just jumps and he has no fear," she says. I said, "Did he get hurt?" She goes, "Surprisingly not." I said, "Isn't he gonna break those little tiny legs? You know what I mean?" She goes, "They're pretty sturdy, these little dogs." I was like, "Okay." She goes, "They kind of look frail, but they're not." She goes, "Because they can run like the wind." I said, "Oh yeah, I already saw that." She goes, "Forget it." She goes, "They are quick." Now, where are you hiding? You don't want this? Look, it's getting warm now. Maybe it's getting too hot. Turn it off. Is that good? Sticks his head underneath. Oh. But I had it on him for a while. Why did that just turn off? I don't know. Everything's acting kooky. Are we having that solar flare thing coming through soon, or did we? I remember we were supposed to. Oh. See, now it turned back on again. What the hell's going on with this thing? Nothing's working right. No. get coffee grounds everywhere. I made like 4 cups of coffee at once. Sometimes, yes. I did when he first came out a lot. He was pretty cool. Rich used to like him. But, oh. So, I'm thinking of maneuvering this in another way. I was watching the B. Grace guy and how he did this. I was watching his original video because he did an Astro van, but then he did another van. I think this is like the second one or something. So I was seeing how he did something, and then there was another couple. I found a bunch of different videos today, and I haven't seen his for a while, but for some reason I was subscribed to all of them. Oh, okay, yeah. And he doesn't mind. He left it on. He didn't try to get it off, and he left it on. Mouse liked that one. I had that one, and I put a big letter S. I got the puffy paint that you paint on the t-shirts, and I made it a Superman one, and put the puffy paint and painted it. He loved it. He loved that one. He didn't mind it. I would leave it on him all the time in the house, just so I could grab him, especially like with the storms and stuff. And he's been pretty good. They're playing with their crazy. There's a place down here that does like Civil War reenactments, and they shoot off cannons over here. It's a crazy place, and it could also be this rifle range place where they have like every gun imaginable, and you can rent it and shoot all kinds of crazy shit. And I think they actually have cannons at this one because they own like, I don't know, 800 acres over here. It's some nutty place. We never got to go there. But you can try every gun you could ever want. And they have crazy stuff too, like cannons and nutty shit. I have to look it up. Maybe I could go there and do a video if they have it. They had another place where you could drive tractors, dump trucks, like play with giant Tonka toy construction things. I gotta see if that's still there. I don't know if it made it through the pandemic. It was somebody's property. They probably use it for motocross practice anyway. It's gotta be doing double duty. Their backyard playground. They make money on it. See if they have that. But I don't know. It's cold in here. I only have one window open that much. I tucked all the wires up this afternoon so I could close all the windows, because last night I had the 2 wires coming in and just opened like an inch, not even. It was like touching the wires coming in. Damn, it was cold, but it's chilly. Yeah, it's cold out there. Everything in here is ice cold. Woo. But I was making the coffee and I forgot to move it. I saw the lid on the top, and I forgot I had the metal filter in with like this much coffee grounds in it, because I made like 4 cups at once. Everywhere. I'm gonna put the vacuum to the test tomorrow morning. Oh, it was freezing. My fingers were purple when I woke up this morning. Hello, Jose. Buenas noches. Had to be about 40. If they're saying it's going to be like 42, it's going to be about 38 tonight, but they didn't do the same hypothermia warnings as they did. I got to listen to the radio again. Yeah, I know. It's like 10 degrees colder than what the hell they were saying. They, no freaking way. No way. I know how cold I get. And for my fingers to be turning blue? Hell no. I was frozen solid. My legs were like ice. I couldn't use the phone right. That's probably what happened. The phone was probably too cold when I tried to do the thing. They always lie about all the weather down here. You can't believe any shit. You gotta take off 10 degrees. I don't know why they lie like that. There's nobody here. The tourists all moved and they never left. I saw a bunch of people from Quebec. What was the other state I saw? It was a weird one. Wyoming. Saw some Montanas this week. But the Canadians were parked right over here. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Tonight's not so bad. It's kind of quiet. But it's been a madhouse. It's a madhouse. The traffic's been so much. Stores are really crowded. And I thought, you know what? The hell with this. I'm just going to do the Walmart pickup this month for the rest of the winter. I go pick up what I need in the little one. And, I went in, they didn't have anything. There's no butane. Butane is gone. So I ran out today when I was cooking. I bought, thank God, last month, the little screw-on thing. It's a little tiny thing. It fell on the floor. I get it. It's too cold to come out from underneath this thing. You just screw it onto the propane, the little green cans, and then click the thing, and it opens up to like a little, holds 4 little burner things. You put your pot on it, but it's only like this big. I need the big square you put on there. I didn't realize what that was, but it was good in a pinch. So this month I'll get the bigger one because I haven't found butane, the little red cans, for over a month now. I'm not paying $9 for a can of butane. That's insane. So for $20, I'll go buy the big burner and put that on. South Dakota. How cold is it by you? No, I have, and came back. Considering this ain't that expensive. Where I was living, I was only paying $600 a month rent. And that included my taxes and my electric bill. Oh, yes, I know. Some friends of mine go there on vacation all the time. They were buying property. I had a good friend in high school was from there. They love it. It's a pretty country, very beautiful. It always looks so pretty in the movies. That's why I like it here. The rainforesty kinds of places. Always. Because they're good cooks. Yeah, good food. Let's see. Okay. Oh. My other friend is Korean. I always liked her. We used to have a lot of fun. I like the Korean food. I love kimchi. Speaking of, that's what I'm doing on Friday. Gonna go pick up some stuff. Oh, gonna go get some sweet and sour sauce from there's a multi-ethnic Asian supermarket which has Korean, Philippine, a lot of Chinese sauces, but stuff people actually use at home. It's where where the people who live here actually do their food shopping. We have a lot of import stores for the people here. They don't shop in Walmart, they don't have their stuff. It's like having a Goya factory right here. But this one, it's like a little mini, it's huge. I love going in there. They got everything you could ever want. It's like a little, they got the dishes. I can't explain it. They have everything. It's really cool. It's like going to Chinatown in New York and shopping in their stores. Yeah. Well, that's how my family was. We only had one divorce in my family. That was it. Oh, hello. How are you? No, no. It looks worse than it is, but eventually they'll straighten it out. They always do. It's like every 25 years. We went through this with my parents in the 70s, myself in the 90s. Only problem is that we're getting it twice. Well, my parents did too. They got it when I was young and then again when I went through it again, so for the first time. Yeah, you gotta watch where you live because some places have higher taxes. Each state is different. Swedish and Welsh. My other grandmother is she's from India, but her family is she's both Sri Lankan and India. No, he passed away and I'm dying of cancer. I don't have any. I work too much to have children. There wasn't enough time being a superhero and having babies. There wasn't. Uh, Now, when you work the night shift and he works the day shift, He used to go to work at 4 a.m. Well, actually 3:30 in the morning. He used to get up at 3:30 in the morning. I'd just be coming in or leaving with him or waving to him on the way out because I was already outside. Yes, I still do. It's been very difficult. We were together a very long time. Most of our lives we spent together since we were young. Oh, wait. 2 years ago. Wait, what time is it? I'm just watching the time. No, I got some friends. Met a lovely woman with her grandbabies. She's a good person. Got some other good friends down here. What is this thing? Oh, the camera's moving. I said, why is it panning sideways? I thought it was me. Yeah. Oh, I know. Just like every year. It's ridiculous. They were just doing, oh, it was some kind of documentary, and there was these people in a in a bus that's put together with duct tape and plastic, and they're pretending to do the van life. They're junkies, and they have 7 babies that have been taken from them. They just had another one. So, and I was like, oh my God. And the guy's like, maybe we could help you go to social services. And the longer the guy's talking to these people, I'm like, Lord, help me, please. It's like, dude, every time they have a baby, social services comes and takes it away because they're drug addicts. It's not because they're homeless. Nobody gives a shit. You got babies sleeping in buses all over the country, live on YouTube. No one's getting their baby snatched from them yet, have they? Because nobody cares anymore. But God forbid you smack them on the ass, you go into fucking, jail for child abuse. But you drive around in your Honda Fit, living in the street live on YouTube, and it's A-okay. You tell me. Oh. But God forbid you leave your animal in your car and you run inside, then you go into freaking jail for like 10 years for abuse of the animal, but not living in your car with your kid. Whatever. Don't feed the pelicans or you're going to prison. Don't touch the manatees. But hell yeah, put your kid in the back of that piece of crap, rusted out ambulance, school bus. Hang out in the desert, no running water, no toilets. It's alright. We're having fun watching you morons out there. I kept waiting to see these people on the news. I couldn't believe nobody ever did nothing about that. But, yeah. It's pretty freaking crowded. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. When I went to go pick up the food this week, surprise, instead of enough for like 7 days. Like I showed you the one time how much crap they gave you, right? I got one itty bitty can of soup about that big, one one can of mixed fruit, one can of green beans, a bag of spaghetti, and a little itty bitty can of, like that pizza sauce that you're supposed to put on the spaghetti. That was it. That was it. It wasn't enough food for 3 days. Too many people. Too many people. Jesus. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. They pull that crap with the malnutrition because, yeah, you're eating organic crap. It doesn't eat meat. Oh, Christ. Otherwise, they're going to start that crap all over again now. Maybe I should turn it back on. What do you think? What the hell is that? Oh. Paranoid. Ow, my ass hurts. Ow! But this folding box thing, this thing was cool. It's nice and soft, too. It works wonders. I have to get more plastic bags. I finally ran out of those compactor bags. They last a month. That wasn't bad. They're like, I think it was $9 for like 40. I think there's 45 of them in there. And they don't really leak that bad. They're called HDX in Home Depot. They smell like mint. They're good for the toilet. They don't leak. You can go like 3 days before that bag will leak. Not bad. I'm still trying to find that congealing powder, coagulating powder. That's the one thing I gotta look up. I'm gonna do that on Friday. Oh, damn. Everything just hurts. I feel like, oh, back to the flu again. Ooh. Damn, that temperature just drops really quick, too. All the big ass birds have been coming around. The giant gray stalks, the cranes. Oh, he freaked out. First he was hiding, and then he just said, "Screw this." Got up and started barking his ass off at him, growling. And they're just looking at him. I think I have a picture of him barking out the window with the bird. Right, he was right outside the back window here. The bird's just looking at him. He's like this big. I was like, dude, I could eat you. I was like, don't yell at that one. I'm afraid of those ones. Shut up. Shh. Duke, knock it off. It's like, don't piss off those birds. They're bigger than I am. What are you doing now? Good night. Nighty night. That's where he bites me in the morning. Now I gotta get a hockey mask. And put him in that little zipper box, I think. He keeps biting. First thing in the morning when he goes to wake you up, he bites your nose, he grabs your lips. Then he goes like this to touch you, and I gotta get the clippers for the nails. I'll get that on Friday. Those little cat nails. I was like, damn, those are nasty little claws. They're not even nails, they're cat claws. I thought his nails would get a little thicker you know, as he's been getting bigger, but no, they're gonna stay little cat claws. Ugh. So I'm gonna have take her. I ain't doing that shit. He's biting the crap out of me now. I ain't cutting his nails. Screw that. Let him bite somebody else. I'll come and rescue him. Right? Right? Either that, he's gonna kick my ass because I took him in there and they cut his nails. You make it even more mad. Freaking little Cujo. This dog is nuts. And he's getting loud too. He's getting a voice. Now he's got his bark down, and he sounds kind. He's got a deep little voice. I gotta catch him. See if he'll do it while I'm videotaping. I have to wait for somebody to walk past. But everybody laughs at him. The ears, so it looks like Baby Yoda's barking at you. And everybody sees it. They laugh their asses off. Little baby Dumbo, whoa, 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 whoa. Freaking his ears are like out to here. And they're flapping up and down while he's barking. He's the funniest thing. He starts barking, people start laughing even harder. Then he gets mad if you laugh at him. He gets pissy. He gets mean and he starts growling at you. He's like, freaking laugh at me. He starts growling. Then you get the teeth. I said, all right, easy, bro. You're funny. I'll put you in the mirror and let you laugh at yourself. Oh, man. But, yeah. Because the more crowded it's getting now. Come St. Patrick's Day. About the last week of February. About the 25th of February, it's going to be a mob scene here. It's going to be so crowded because, like, the early bike week stuff, and then a whole load of the state fairs will start for St. Patrick's Day, which will be, you know, like a month-long festival. There's a shitload of Irish where I am, and then comes Easter in the spring. Then you got strawberry festivals, blueberry festivals, the festival of festivals. And all the state fairs start coming through because they don't come through in the summer because it's too freaking hot. We get that done between April and May. And I think there's only one, maybe, in June when the kids get out. One of the Florida State Fair buzzes through, but then they got all the traveling carnivals and shows and a million horse shows will come through. And all the farm stuff. Wild hogs. I like the farm ones. Now we're running. Am I running down? I'm running down my battery. I'm gonna turn this off in a minute. So we'll be back on Wednesday. We're not freezing to death. So hopefully it's supposed to get warmer towards the end of the week. Because tomorrow's only going to be like 60 something, 62 or 63 and really, really windy. So I got to remember to shut this window. I got to pump up that heat one more time. Then I got to wait for it to cool off. So this idiot doesn't knock it over. And then shut that window up. And then I want to wake up at 38 degrees again with an open window. That was way too cold the other night. Too cold. Alrighty, guys. I got an hour and a half. I gotta turn this off because I gotta turn those lights off. These take a lot of watts. And I'm watching my battery go down. I have to turn on this heater blanket. I can't deal with it tonight. It's just too cold. Wait, ow, I keep moving this stupid thing around. All right, never mind. Have a good evening. Thank you, Dabsy. Thank you, Tea Lover. If everybody's still here, Red Breeze and Denise. Everybody's gone. Maybe it's been a while, and this thing hasn't been flying right either. Everything's like a little behind and slow. I was watching, who was I watching the other night? This, hey, Sunshine. Hey, we're coming back on Wednesday. I promise. Oh, ow, 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 ow. My knee. I have to, all of this. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Never mind, it's not important. Just tired and babbling. It's freezing. What's the temperature by you before we go? Oh, this thing. The chat. I had said something in the chat, and it took like, I'd say a good 3 minutes. I thought it went past, and I didn't see it. And then I said, no, there it is. It went past. It was like 5 minutes later that the person doing the live saw the comment and then answered me. And I was like, and I went back, and it was way far back through the chat. So this thing is crazy. It's 30. Oh, I know, right? It was like 11 o'clock, and it was like 54 degrees, supposedly. And I was like, hell no. Mm-mm. And that wasn't even with the wind, you know? I don't know about that. And people doing a lot of lying about the temperatures. Because I wouldn't be wearing this, and I had this and my sweatshirt and this on. It wasn't no 54 degrees if I had this, a sweatshirt, something else underneath, and an electric blanket on all at the same time. Hell no, it wasn't 54 degrees. Absolutely not. And I was parked in the sun. That's what I did. I did again. Right? I woke up and my fingers were cold because I didn't put my gloves on. I must have took them off last night. My little fuzzy guys, the chenille ones. And if I don't sleep with these on, I couldn't feel my legs from the knees down. My feet were like ice and they couldn't get hot all day. That's why I have the electric blanket. I've had the electric blanket on since 6 o'clock, like on and off all day long. That's why I had to park in the sun. So the minute I wake up, I have the alarm set. I can plug that thing in because I'm going to need this all day tomorrow. That was the bad thing. I was trying to charge them and use them all at the same time today. It sucked. It sucked. So I was alternating, wearing down the little yellow one. Thank God it works on that. So I was seriously thinking getting one more. This black thing is excellent. If I can't get a deal on that Togo, but each one of these black batteries comes with a free solar panel. You can't beat that. So, no, I know. You know what I was afraid to do? I have my little rabbit fur thing. I'm afraid with the way Psycho Cujo goes off. What if he thinks I'm a rabbit underneath that little blanket and attacks me? I'm gonna have to try it during the day. Get my little spray bottle of water. So if he gets nuts, I just shoot him in the face and put my blanket away. I wanted to bring it out last night. I was gonna put it over myself this morning, but I was afraid he might attack it. Sunday. Wait. 1, 2. I think it's Sunday. No, Monday. Monday, Monday, Monday. See, if they'd have left the Super Bowl alone, but they had to add another, what, 2 more games? Like, that makes any difference in the playoffs? That's so stupid. You used to have, when they moved it and extended it by, like, they added 1 game to each, to each team, or 2 games. And then my birthday ended up being, the Super Bowl ended up being on my birthday all the time. It was great. The Super Bowl weekend was my birthday. Now it's next week. What the hell? It's not till the 11th or the 12th. They keep moving it farther and farther away. And it's like, maybe those old men need 3 weeks to heal up between the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Thank you, Patrice. I haven't saw that name for a while. That was my mom's friend in Alaska, Beatrice. Okie dokie. So wait, what's today? Monday, right? Yeah. Alright. I'm just looking. I had these lights from camping. These are old. These are Walmart's. Let me tell you, I put these things through hell. I think they were like, I don't know, $6 for these guys, but they take 10 watts and it's whacking my thing. That's why I gotta turn this off. Yeah, right? It did. Oh, yeah. Oh, my neck. Um, but yeah, these are good little lights. They're all got squished and dented, but they still going. These are like 3 years old. These are over 3 years old. These are from inside my living room. So they're fairly old. And they're still going. I'm surprised they haven't burnt out yet. I haven't changed one of those light bulbs. Yeah, that was cool though. I miss it. It's always an exciting weekend, especially when it's in your state. It's even better. It's like the whole state is celebrating your birthday for a whole weekend. That's cool. Oh, damn. All right, guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Ugh. Wait. Ugh. Get off. Turning on my electric whoopee. Turning off the expensive lights. I gotta find my solar light tomorrow. Gotta brave opening the door. I'll pull out some drawers and see if I can get behind it. Hopefully I can reach it. For a little dog, he takes up a lot of room. He just pushes you over. I'm like leaning all the way over like this because he's stretching his legs out. Somehow I end up moving because of him. Stop pushing me out of the bed. You weigh like 3 pounds. Oh. No, because they're not here, honey. They passed away. No, no, I normally didn't. Usually I'm working. Usually almost always working. Especially in February. I'm from the South. Florida. But I lived up north for a while. Okay. Okay. We're gonna hit the stuff here because I'm gonna run out of electricity. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night. Same place. Don't worry about being late because I'll probably be late trying to get up. Probably by Wednesday, more stupid shit that they sent up is coming back down, so who knows? I have no idea. Oh. Oh. Although I like Dolly Parton. I didn't know she was last year's halftime. Until she came out. I was like, oh shit, cool, Dolly, what's up? She still looks good. Alright, have a lovely night. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Oh, we'll try and get something going on here. Hopefully we'll have volume on the next video. I'll give it a try. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm gonna start my campfire over here now inside. Try not to fall asleep. Okay, that's 2. I gotta stay up until that thing cools off. Good night, Denise and Jim. Have a lovely evening. I'll talk to you soon. Good night, Rare Breeds. Man, that was it. Good night, Teresa. Good night, T-Lover, if you're still here. Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye, Dabsy. I poked you in the face. I'm sorry. I almost poked you in the eye. Bye.